Maaz and Shawaiz were playing in their backyard. It was a sunny day. They were having so much fun. Suddenly they saw something strange. A big, glowing balloon was hidden behind the oak tree. The balloon shimmered with rainbow colors. It was like nothing they had ever seen before. Curious, Maaz and Shawaiz slowly walked towards it. As they got closer, the balloon started to grow bigger and bigger.
Wow!
Exclaimed Maaz, his eyes wide with wonder. Shawaiz couldn't believe it either. This was no ordinary balloon. This was magic. The balloon kept growing until it towered over the boys. Then in a booming voice it said,
"Greetings. I am Baloo, the magical balloon. Would you like to join me on an adventure?"
Maaz and Shawaiz were so excited.
Yes, we want to go on an adventure.
They carefully climbed into Baloo's basket, which was made of soft, fluffy clouds. Baloo gently lifted off the ground, rising higher and higher into the sky. The boys waved goodbye to their house, which looked as small as a toy from up high. They soared through the clouds, feeling the wind in their hair.
"This is amazing!"
shouted Shawaiz, his voice filled with glee. Maaz nodded in agreement, his eyes sparkling with joy. They couldn't wait to see where Baloo would take them. The sun beamed down on them as they floated through the bright blue sky. Below, the world stretched out like a giant map. What would they discover first? As Baloo drifted over a lush green forest, they heard a friendly voice.
Well, hello there. What brings you to my neck of the woods?
A beautiful cat with emerald green eyes sat perched on a branch, her tail swishing back and forth.
Wow, you can talk.
All sorts of creatures can talk in this magical land.
Chuckled the cat.
My name is Mimi. What are your names?
I'm Maaz, and this is Shawaiz.
Mimi smiled warmly.
It's a pleasure to meet you both. I love making new friends. Where are you headed?
"We're going on an adventure with Baloo,"
said Shawaiz, pointing up at the giant, grinning balloon. Mimi's eyes widened.
Baloo, he's a legend. Mind if I tag along?
Baloo, delighted to have Mimi join the adventure, soared towards a land in the distance. As they got closer, Maaz and Shawaiz realized everything was enormous. The trees were as tall as skyscrapers and giant flowers bloomed in vibrant colors. "Baloo, welcome to the land of giants!" Just then, a giant friendly face peered down at them. "Gorg! Hello down there! My name is Gorg. Welcome to my home!" Gorg gently scooped them up in his hand and gave them a tour of his amazing world. They saw giant ladybugs, enormous mushrooms, and a sparkling river filled with giant goldfish. Gorg was very kind, but he seemed sad. Maaz, "What's wrong, Gorg?" Gorg sighed. "Gorg, I've lost my pet ladybug, Lulu. She's tiny, even for this land, and I can't find her anywhere." Maaz, Shawaiz, and Mimi knew they had to help Gorg find Lulu. They searched high and low using Mimi's sharp eyes and the boys' keen sense of adventure. Finally, Shawaiz spotted something tiny and red on a giant blade of grass. "Gorg, Lulu!" shouted Gorg, overjoyed. He gently placed Lulu back on his shoulder, his face beaming with happiness. "Gorg, thank you, little friends. You helped me find my precious Lulu." It was time for Maaz and Shawaiz to go home. They hugged Gorg and Mimi goodbye, promising to visit again soon. Baloo lifted them gently into the air and sailed back towards their home. As they landed safely in their backyard, the sun began to set, painting the sky in 1,000 shades of orange and pink. Maaz and Shawaiz climbed out of Baloo's basket, their hearts filled with wonder. "Maaz and Shawaiz, thank you, Baloo," they whispered, knowing they would never forget their magical adventure. They couldn't wait to tell their friends all about the amazing land of giants, Mimi the talking cat, and their new friend Gorg. But most of all, they looked forward to their next adventure with Baloo, the magical balloon.